The Magnolia Bowl, often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ole Miss offense has the ball first today. Ole Miss really put it on the Bayou Bengals the last time these two met, and anytime you take a rival behind the woodshed like that, it feels good.
It feels good, and they loved every second of it. And I think it was taunting. It was all of the goodness that it... And Jesse, I got a feeling LSU, they remember that feeling really well.
I think they remember it really well. That felt like, Toddy, gosh almighty, that was bad. I mean, just in the SEC, all across college football, Ole Miss made a point. LSU's going to have to play much better in this one.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Slater. Got out of trouble and throws. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other. Can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown by
Bro.
Bengals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Whippy makes the game winner. Will we be talking about being outplayed, or will we be talking about how he figured it out?
We'd be saying it was 1-1 coming back.
But we'd be like,
he did figure it out.
And I'm just saying how 10 seconds changed.
No, I'm not talking about 10 seconds. I'm talking about 2 games. Whippy has got outplayed in both games. That's what the damn... Listen, we love Russell.
They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw it, Slater. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. He'll run for it. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was fourth down, and they'll give up the ball. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw on first down. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking downfield, it's Slater. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense changing the play. The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout in the half as they try to get their act together. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
No, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down the red zone, 4th and goal. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your play.
Breaks into the open.
Whoa.
They'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Powell. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And
For a game than this one right now.
I'm going to go to a different sport.
Yeah.
Ali Frazier. Right here.
Yeah, I would agree.
Ali Frazier, the first fight. Frank Sinatra was taking pictures of it. It was like crazy. I said Ali Frazier.
You know what's so funny? I watched American Gangster this afternoon. And that's the one thing when you said that, I watched American Gangster today. Talking about
bring him to the ground after a short gain. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh my God.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
But answer my Brunson question.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
His father saw it.
But you know what he was, and he always, somebody asked me, how good is he? Is he this? I said, he's a winner. He's always been a winner. He's never gone anywhere and not won. And so, you know, from high school to college, if you look at his resume, he was the under-19 MVP of the USA team. Like, he's always won somewhere. And that is something you can't put a price tag on.
And all these, well, he's not a guy to go win a championship, man. All those people, they can't see his heart.
Can't see his heart.
Heart. You know I'm talking about, Shaq.
I do.
Well, listen, Draymond said that in fairness.
I still gotta go win, Chuck. I gotta go win.
He has to put the trophy and keep it up.
If y'all lose, I'll bring y'all one.
He has no time.
The great Patrick Ewing right
Right
there.
there, Patrick. Georgetown.
He's gonna join us next. Spike, thanks a lot for taking a few minutes. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Love all you guys. Hard blue skies.
Indeed. I think y'all gonna win, Spike.
With psoriatic arthritis, mornings came with sore, swollen, and stiff joints. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to less joint pain and stiffness, less fatigue, and for some, Bimzelx can deliver 0 swollen joints.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to say I'm back to less joint pain and stiffness with Bimzelx.
Ask your doctor about Bimzelx.
As a sports journalist, I'm always checking the latest sports. As for my FICO score, I keep an eye on that with the Experian app. My days are busy. Sometimes I need a boost. And for my credit scores, I use Experian Boost to raise them instantly. People try to steal my look. But my identity? Good luck. I've got real-time credit monitoring alerts from Experian. When the lights come on, I'm ready. Thanks to Experian.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here, up in here.
Music's always been a part of my life. I love music, and the song always kind of brings you back. I feel like life is all about living through little moments with your family, little moments with your friends. So music's always part of that.
Tip-off presented by American Express. This moment, as I did move to the huddle. I threw the ball to the left side. I threw it to my left. I wanted Patrick to get that. Well orchestrated. Patrick Ewing joining us now. He's, of course, a member of that last team to go to the finals for the New York Knicks. Last time they won a finals game on this floor, June 21st. Finals against San Antonio that year went to the Spurs. But Patrick, to watch this happen this year, to see a team which won 13 games in a row in the postseason, how do you even describe what you see?
You know, it's hard to put in words. It's amazing. I think that the fans have shown how bad they've been wanting for this to happen to us, for this franchise. As me as a former player, as someone who's had to compete against guys like Shaq or David or Tim and not be able to come away with a ring to hopefully 2 more games from possibly winning one, it's like a dream come true.
I want to say, I don't have a question. I want to say truly from the bottom of my heart. If the Knicks do win,
I'm still not putting him above my favorite player in Patrick Ewing. I want to say thank you for everything. I appreciate you. I love you. You will always be my favorite. You hear always talk King of New York and all that. The New York Knicks belong to Patrick Ewing, just like the Lakers belong to Magic and Kareem. New York Knicks belong to you. Thank you for being here. You're making my day. You know how much I love you.
I appreciate that.
I want to echo that because they always say there's a, the whole thing about who's the greatest Knick. The greatest Knick is sitting with us right now, only because of this. This is my explanation before. He's never played with a first, second, or third team All-NBA player. Every great player, even the ones that are sitting here, they had someone on their team who made first, second, or third team All-NBA. Patrick Ewing played with some really good players, but Shaq played with Kobe. He played with Clyde Drexler. They're great players. David Robinson had Dennis Rodman at time, had Tim Duncan. So Patrick Ewing never had that. And we were happy back in 95 that he didn't have that because they took us to 7 games, and if they had that, that would have been possibly the difference. So Patrick Ewing, we bow down to the greatest Knick of all time.
Hey, Chuck, can I give a confession? That's why you're here. The first time I played against this man in this building, I was terrified. Terrified. Oh, my, terrified. Terrified.
Ernie, I don't know why he was terrified because, a lot of people don't realize how big and athletic this man was at that time. He used to run the heck out of me.
I'm sure you had heard about this and seen this kid at LSU. When he gets in the league, how did what you had seen as a college kid compare with him as an NBA player?
It definitely compared. He had the belief, he had the nasty, he was physical, he was athletic. One Jamaican to another.
Well, I just want to say this. I hate you. I only got swept one time in my life, and you swept me. You just hit him. I got swept one time. And then him and Mark Jackson broke out the field. So I'll always be bitter and angry about that. And we showed it done it. I got swept one time in my career, and that was in the best of 5. But you came out there, you and Mark Jackson, two of the greatest people I know. Y'all broke out the room at Philadelphia, and I don't like your ass on that. Hey, question for you. Speaking of the greatest Knick, you see all the Knicks come back for the games. Talk about how the Knicks organization take care of their past players, because from the outside looking in, it looks like they take care of their players better than any other organization in the league.
They do. I take my hat off to Leon Rose and Worldwide West. They've done an outstanding job of making all of us feel like we're a part of this. You don't take your hat off to him as well, because they make you, they invite you, they make you feel, they open the doors up to you and make you feel like you're still a part of it.
Patrick, you see two great big men playing now. Karl Anthony Towns was the #1 pick. Now you see Victor Wembanyama, #1 pick. Where would you fit in today's era of guys? Because I think you would play very similar, but maybe a little more nastier, like Cat plays. Very similar.
I think, my game I thought would translate to this game. Even though I didn't shoot a lot of threes, I was a jump shooter. I shot jump shots. So I think I would still mix it up. I would try to move it out to the 3-point line, but I would still run the floor. I'd still post up and do all the things that I did.
We know you're a Knicks fan. We know you want the Knicks to win. If you were having a conversation with Victor Wembanyama about this moment, about Game 3, what would that conversation be? Because I can tell you've been talking to Cat. I can tell you've been talking to Cat. Somebody been talking to Cat, but what would you say to Victor Wembanyama about this game, about this moment?
Cat is a special guy. I'm definitely, not only me, Mark Ryan has been doing an outstanding job with him. Victor is a special talent. He's 7'4", he can put it on the floor, he can shoot the 3, he can handle it. He has to just continue to do all the things that he does well. Don't try to do too much all the time. Pick and choose when to try to take it over. But he is special.
That wasn't enough to help Victor win, what you just said.
Well, I'm not trying to help him. I'm watching the show, yeah. That's not enough.
You said, 1 foot down. You
practice that shot.
Hey, Patrick, I do want to ask you, when you take a look at this unit, this bunch of New York Knicks. And just from where I sit, there's a bunch of rootable guys on that team. It's like you kind of, okay, this guy, they're good guys who happen to play great team basketball. What is the aspect of this team that jumps out to you, Ross?
Well, I think the camaraderie. They play together as a team, both offensively and defensively. Started from last year. Jalen Brunson, their leader. You know, the way that he's been able to take games over, the way that he knows when to try to score, knows when to try to be a facilitator. Paul Cat, you know, he had some struggles early in the year, but he's able to put together when he needs to get to be put together. And then all the other guys, the role players, they all of them do what they need to do their job to be able to get us to this part. Be it knocking down a shot or getting a huge rebound or a huge stop for us to win.
We got short time. If you can transport one Knick from this team to your team,
Jalen Brunson.
there it is. He's transporting them up. There it is.
I'm no fool. I'm no fool.
And Pat, one last thing. If they win the championship, if I see you crying, I better not see you crying if they win the championship.
Big fella, if we win the championship, you might see some tears.
There it is, brother. Patrick Ewing, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much.
You know I love you, my brother.
Thanks, Chef. This is wrong, man.
That's okay. That's okay. That's my brother right there, level. That's my brother right there, level. We love you, Patrick.
He had that flat top for like 20,000 years. Man, flattest flat top ever. We're taking a break and then coming back to the garden after this.
Check your socials because there's big news in the sports world. No, it's not a blockbuster trade or a big game free agent signing. The DraftKings Sports app is now available nationwide. That means no matter where you are, you can get in the game at the speed of sports and feel the sweat in all 50 states. The DraftKings experience you know and love, all in one easy-to-use app. Available now nationwide. New DraftKings customers spend $5 and get $200 in total bonuses. The crown is yours.
I found an apartment.
It's a lot closer.